You keep attracting the same kind of guy because you have a trauma bond. Hi, my name is Ax. I'm an instant healing hypnotherapist, and in this video, I'm going to help you guys understand why do you keep attracting the same type of guy in your relationships. The first thing that we actually need to understand is that if you have been attracting the same kind of guys, there might be some subconscious factors that we need to consider. And to consider those, we need to understand how does the subconscious mind work. Now, your subconscious mind attracts you towards people and situations that you are really familiar with. And even if that familiarity is not good for you, your subconscious mind will still attract you because it chooses a familiar hell over unfamiliar heaven. This is the reason that you keep attracting the same kind of people, because you might be familiar with those kind of relationships and you might have been conditioned to accept certain type of guys into your life. Now, talking about conditioning, we have to understand for us to develop familiarity with anything in life, we need to establish the first point of relationship with that particular person or that particular activity. So let's suppose if I just pushed you inside the swimming pool and that was your very first time. So your first relationship with swimming might have started at a very traumatic start. Now, because of that, you might have certain fears with regards to swimming. Even if you become a good swimmer, there might be certain elements about swimming that might not make you comfortable. But here is the thing about relationships. Our very first relationship is with our parents, and the role of each of the parents on our subconscious mind is pretty different. And once we understand the different kind of impact that each of the parent has on our subconscious mind, it helps us to even understand why we are attracting the same kind of guys in our relationships. Now, the role of a father between the ages of 1 to 9. 1 to 9 is because this is when our subconscious mind is developing and it is getting familiar with new patterns and new relationships. And this is the duration that we need to focus on. So between the ages of 1 to 9, a father at a subconscious level will help the child develop traits such as self-esteem, self-worth, self-respect, self-confidence, and sense of identity. Now, these 5 traits are associated with the father figure and the masculine energy. So if your relationship between the ages of 1 to 9 have some kind of traumatic experience with your father, all it takes is one experience. And if there are more, obviously the probability is a lot higher. But if there is even one, it can develop a particular trauma bond situation where these 5 traits might either be in excess or in deficit inside your subconscious mind, but not balanced. And what happens as a result of that? You become really familiar with relationships that either lack these 5 traits or are in excess. And these are the kind of relationship you will keep attracting in your life. Now, similarly, a mother's influence on the subconscious mind is pretty different. A mother helps the child develop subconscious traits such as empathy, expression of love, and nurturing. Now, once again, if the relationship with the mother figure was a bit traumatic, or even if there was one single moment, as a result of that, these 3 traits will either be in deficit or in excess inside your subconscious mind, and you will be really familiar with that. So you'll keep attracting who either lack empathy or who do not nurture you, or they have hard time expressing love to you. Now let's see how this plays out in our practical life. So one of my clients, I'm just going to call her Jane Doe. Jane Doe, when she came to me, she was in a really bad relationship with this narcissistic person, and she was completely feeling manipulated but emotionally dependent on him, so she couldn't leave him. So when we asked about her background and I asked her how her other relationships were, turns out she was always attracting narcissistic people into her life. So when she signed up to my 15 days instant healing program, the very first thing that we did was we identified the point of origin when she became really familiar with these kind of relationship dynamics. And it turned out she had a particular father wound. And because of that, you can imagine she lacked self-esteem, self-worth, self-confidence, self-respect, and sense of identity. And because of that, she was allowing these narcissistic partners to take control of her because she didn't value herself. Then we also identified that she also had a particular mother wound because of which she developed traits of empathy, expression of love, and nurturing in excess. So she was highly emotionally dependent on her narcissistic partner, while she felt no particular self-worth or value, and as a result of that, she was an ideal person to be a target for narcissistic people. So once we healed her first experience with such relationships, that is with regards to her parents, when we healed her father and mother related wound, suddenly all these traits were now balanced inside her subconscious mind, because with instant healing hypnosis, we can remove or alter any neurological state in less than 3 to 5 minutes. And as a result of that, it took her only a week to break up with this narcissistic partner. And the last time I checked with her, she was in a good relationship, and she finally felt that she attracted the partner who actually values her and loves her the way she loves herself. This is what you need to understand. Your subconscious mind controls who you attract in your life, and it will only attract people that it feels are really familiar to your first relationships. So once you heal your childhood related traumas, your father wound or your mother wound, it ends your trauma bond and it attracts you towards partners who are really healthy for you. And if you would like to work with me on 15 days instant healing program and learn the art of instant healing and become a magnet in relationships, here's something for you guys. Hi, I am Axe, an instant healing hypnotherapist. I have developed a 15 days instant healing program. In these 15 days, I will teach you how to understand your subconscious mind map and patterns to identify your relationship blockages. Then using instant healing hypnosis, I will teach you how to instantly heal any toxic recurring patterns, trauma bond, depression, anxiety, PTSD, or any form of physical pain in less than 3 minutes. As a bonus, I will be giving you my special conversational hypnosis method that will make you an instant magnet for anyone in less than 1 minute. Book your free mini therapy session with me by clicking the link to my website in the description below, and let's discuss how we can completely transform your life.